For those of you who hung on, we might have a bonus Jehovah's Witness talk. We'll see. They are here this morning. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, use the religious people.
Yeah.
Welcome to take publication.
What's it about?
It's all based on the Bible. So they're on different topics, like how to make your life better in practical ways.
Yeah.
Practical advice to the Bible.
You're an Aussie lady.
Yeah.
Oh, good on you. You would have thought it was the end of the world with the colour of the
The sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
I saw one of the ladies at the station this morning.
Oh yes. Yes.
She was getting out of a car and she had the trolley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Is there anything you can tell us without the reading of the books, just quickly, or?
What do you want to know?
Well, I don't know what to know. For all I knew, it could have been the end of the world yesterday. You know what I mean? With the smoke and it was pretty apocalyptic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't focus so much we don't focus so much on that. We're trying to teach people about the Bible's got a lot of good news in it, a lot of hopeful messages.
What like? Don't hop up for me. I'm just having a closer look. But what like?
Well,
Like how could?
it gives us a hope for the future, because when you turn on the TV or read the newspapers, there's a lot of doom and gloom, isn't there?
But that looks like doom and gloom.
No, that says
Some bloke standing at the grave.
Yes, is this
Yeah.
life all there is? That's just talk.
Is there life? All there is. Yeah, right.
Because a lot of people think that we're just born and we live and we die and that's it.
So I nearly got killed not long ago. Yeah, I'm just getting better now.
Did you?
Yeah, about 7 months ago.
How?
Kiteboarding. I'm a kiteboarder.
Oh, right.
And I got Superman.
You joking?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
at? Where
Saratoga.
Oh, okay.
Up, hello. Up the end there, at Saratoga. I went 5 metres by 25 and should have got killed, but I come in sideways and bounced, so I was all right.
Did you land on the water?
No, on the oval. I'd come in.
Oh,
and
you'd come in?
Yeah.
And what? The wind current lifted you
I
up?
walked it into a driveway, which was a wind tunnel,
Yeah.
and I didn't even see it take off.
Whereabouts at Saratoga?
At the sailing club.
Oh, the same.
So
Is
anyway,
anyone around?
yeah, they all, well, I'd just come in from jumping 6 metres and all that. They'd sit there and watch, you know, it's
Yeah.
a spectacle.
Yeah.
And then I just made a 1 second mistake.
Yeah,
1
well,
second. Changed me life. I was on top of the world.
See, that's what the Bible actually says. You can be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You don't, there's no...
Well, you can be in the right place at the right time and
Yeah,
bugger it up too.
That's right.
I
And
buggered
that's
it
what-
right up.
That's what the scriptures say.
The Jehovah Witnesses come and visited me in hospital actually. Mikey and
Oh,
Graham.
Mikey.
And
Oh,
Graham.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey and Graham. And
Graham's moved to Sydney now.
the old one or the young one?
Young one. Young
No,
Graham.
the old one came.
Oh, okay.
His wife's
Graham
got
Wilcox.
woman's troubles.
Yeah.
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 He's a nice old bloke.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. The Christians didn't come, but the Jehovah Witnesses. I found that interesting, you know.
But we
Why
are
didn't they
we are
come?
Christian.
Are yous?
Yeah, we're Christian. We believe in Jesus and Jehovah, who is God.
I thought yous didn't like the Christians
No,
or something.
We consider ourselves Christians. We're
So-
Christians. We teach our main teaching is based on the Bible.
So what's the difference between you guys and these ones that get down here with the tent and the ones that feed I don't know why they feed them. The homeless ones that smoke and drink and that, and they feed them. They get bloody well fed. What's the difference between yous and them?
Well, we base our beliefs. Our beliefs are based purely on the Bible.
Yeah, but
So-
they all say that, love.
Yeah, they all say
They all
that.
say
Well-
that.
Well, there's some.
How do you define yourself different then to these ones? We've got the truth and all this.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Some
confusing.
teachings there's some teachings like we don't believe there's a place called there's hell where people go and are tormented.
Why?
Because in the Bible, the word for hell, like the Bible's divided into two sections. One was written in Hebrew, and the second part of the Bible is written in Greek. And the word for hell in Hebrew is Sheol, and the word for hell in Greek is Hades, right? So we go off those translations, and those translations mean the grave. They don't mean hell. They don't mean a place where we go when we're burnt in, or we're suffering in eternal fire.
So yous won't go to hell? Because I've been told I'll go to hell. The Christians tell you you'll go to hell.
There's no such place. Hell in the Bible that's what I'm trying to say. Hell in the Bible is just the common grave of mankind.
So there's no heaven then and all that then?
Yeah, there is heaven. There's definitely heaven.
How?
How?
Well, if you go nowhere, hang on,
Yeah.
If there's no hell, then how can there be a heaven then? If you just die, then you just die, don't you?
Yes.
I'll go with that.
Yes.
I'll go with that.
Yes.
So what's the point of a heaven then?
Because heaven.
How can
That's where God.
Oh, that's where God lives, right?
God resides.
So where's Satan live then? In hell, doesn't he? No.
Satan is the ruler of this world. Satan.
Right.
That's what it says in the Bible.
Yeah, right. Wow. Am I
Satan
buggering
is the
yous up? Am I
No.
wasting your time?
No.
Oh.
Well, what did Mikey and Graham say to you?
Well, I was too crook. I was on death's door when they.
So
I've had a couple of talks with them here like this,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
So tell me, what happened to you on the kiteboarding? What was the outcome? What injury did you
I
sustain?
broke my
'Cause
arm
I'm a
off,
nurse.
broke my arm off, and shattered my talus bone.
Broke your arm off?
Well, snapped it, and they put
At the wrist?
yeah,
Yeah.
just below the wrist,
Yeah.
and they put a plate in, and that was painful.
Yeah.
But the talus bone, it's so complicated.
Yeah.
You know, it's taken. I still got 12 months.
Quite swollen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
12 more months. This physio said at the outpatients. I still go to the physio.
Were you still getting out doing
Oh
physical
yeah,
activities?
that was
So-
me that went across there. Did you see me paddling across there on the sup?
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Good on you.
So okay, let me take this with me. There's no hell. Heaven's where God.
No, the Bible talks about hell, but
Mm.
what I'm saying is hell is the common grave of mankind. We're all going to it. Like we
Yous
all...
won't go to hell. How can yous go to hell? Yous are better
hell-
than.
What I'm saying is hell is just the grave.
Yeah, where you
Every
go and
human
like.
being goes to a grave, whether they're cremated or whether they're
die.
buried. When you die.
So Mikey mentioned about the rich man and the poor man, and
Yeah.
the poor man, something or other, went somewhere, and the rich man was somewhere, but they weren't dead. But they were dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
what?
is a parable. That's
That's
a
a
parable.
parable.
So
by
that's not
Jesus.
real.
It's an illustration that Jesus was trying to convey for his audience to understand. Because remember, Jesus used a lot of parables.
Don't know much about him.
Well, he
Don't know
taught a
much.
lot of-
Some of his parables, not even a scientist could work out.
Well, he can.
I had tried it, but you just go, "What's he on about?" Like,
Have you ever thought about having a Bible study?
I have. I've had Graham used to sit over there,
Yeah.
and I had a couple of talks with them, but I didn't want to take up too much of their time.
No,
like,
no, that's what we're about.
and I speak to there's a couple of old ladies that come down there on the other side of the park. Yeah,
Yeah.
a really old lady, and then there's no, she sits in a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sits in a chair, and
Okay.
she's pretty worn out,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and she's had some bad things happen to her body and that.
Yeah.
She's a nice old lady, but then there's a couple of others that won't speak to you.
Oh,
Doesn't matter how nice you are. Nah, they're just not going to talk.
Hello.
They're from, they're not Australian. That's why I
Yeah.
thought you're an Australian lady. So yeah. And then there's Graham and
Graham and Mike.
the young Graham.
Yeah,
with his
Graham
wife.
Hall, yes. They've
What's
moved
her
to-
not? What's her?
Marnie.
Did they move?
They've gone to Sydney.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's all right.
Mm.
What was your name?
Jason,
Jason.
Yeah.
I'm Melissa and this is
Melissa
Tina.
and Tina.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
happy to talk to you. But you
Oh,
know
yeah?
what? If you really want to get a good understanding,
I'm petrified of you.
you're
Because I don't want to,
petrified.
because I don't want to get caught in a cult.
We're not a cult. Listen,
I'm not being
Listen,
offensive, I'm just
Jason,
being, I'm
can I just tell you
shit
something?
scared of you, you know what I mean?
Don't be. Because, like, I'm a registered nurse.
Where do you work?
I don't work at the moment.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
just finished working
Oh, yeah.
in August, but I've
Yeah.
worked everywhere. I've
Yeah.
worked at Gosford, I've worked at Brisbane Waters, I've worked for the cardiologist.
You might know my sister. She's a nurse at Gosford.
Who's your sister?
Tanya Freeman. Nah,
No.
there's too many of you,
there's
yeah.
hundreds of us. All over
Yeah.
the coast, there's hundreds. But all I'm saying...
What's that got to do with all this, but?
Why
You know,
I'm
you
telling-
see these cults on telly and people get killed and they shun you and
Yeah,
all
but
this,
when-
you know. If I could be your friend 1 minute and go along with this and then go, oh, there's a couple of things I'm not sure about.
Morning.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I'm not sure about, and the next minute I'm booted out the door.
No,
You see it on telly and that all the time.
But you don't... Look, the thing is, if you're searching for the truth, if you're searching and you've had a near-death experience, so I would imagine that,
Oh, yeah, well,
that would awaken something in you.
Yeah.
The best thing for you to do is have a Bible study and then make up your own mind. We're not about going, you've got to do this or you've got to do that. We just want to show people from the Bible and give them a hope for the future. Because there's a lot of doom and gloom in the world, but the Bible gives us a hope that things are going to be much, much better.
Do you know Rafrika or whatever his name is, Africa from Wyong? He's a nurse. He,
I know lots.
you wouldn't believe it. A Jehovah Witness nurse looked after me in Gosford. Dark fella, lovely bloke. Gee, he was good.
Well, I'm a Jehovah's Witness nurse.
Yeah, but yous don't. There are actually, but yous don't do blood transfusion.
No.
I watched the show. They had a lady on last night on the
Yeah.
telly
Yeah.
who had to have. She grew up as a Jehovah Witness, and she
Yeah.
got the cranks with the parents
Yeah.
because when she was little, she had to have open heart surgery.
Yeah.
And she nearly died because they had to find a surgeon that wouldn't give her blood, but she lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watched it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching and bye for now.